Fresher, is it a stigma or is it an advantage? Welcome to the session, guys. My name is Shekhar Suman. I'm the CEO, co-founder, and managing director, one of the co-founders of Biotechnica. And today I am live from the headquarters at Bengaluru with my guru. Wow, it's rhyming. From Bengaluru with my guru, Dr. Neha ma'am. And good evening, Rituja, Divyani, Aniket, Satyam, Ahan, and everybody who is joining us live from LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, wherever you are. Welcome to the session. And today is Margdarshika 3.0. We are kickstarting again. We are on a mission to help you get placed faster into the biotech and pharma industry, right? Welcome, Abu, and everyone. So I'll quickly wait for everyone else to join. In the meanwhile, let's ask you a simple question. Among all of you who are freshers, can you tell me in the comment section or the chat section, are you a fresher? I'm sure you must have heard of this question so many times, right? Are you a fresher, right? So tell me, are you a fresher? Okay, Pokemon from Central University, great. Satyam, good evening. Mangesh. Oh, wow. We have a lot of people from LinkedIn joining us today. Good evening and welcome. Thank you so much for joining. All right. So I hope all of you are doing a great job, but let me know in the comment section, are you a fresher? Are you a fresher? Yes, yes. Okay, a lot of freshers. Wonderful. From Tanzania. Oh, wow. Congratulations. Okay, East Africa. We have people from East Africa joining us. Wow, wow. This is amazing. So if you are out of India, please mention it that you are out of India so that I can customize the live stream according to your taste, you know? Wonderful, right. Masters at NCL. Wonderful, wonderful. So like I said, I am broadcasting from Bengaluru and I have my guru with you. Neha ma'am, welcome to the session. Good evening, how are you?
Thank you, Shekhar sir. Good evening, everybody. Welcome all of all the student community, everybody to the Biotechnica's platform of Margdarshika. As the name suggests, we are here by the grace of God and Almighty to show that path to all of you, which one should take after once you start your life sciences journey, right? So,
Wonderful.
Margdarshika, we are going to do that Margdarshan. All the very best. Let's get started.
Wonderful. So, guys, as you know, Margdarshika in Hindi means Margdarshan, that means guidance, right? So, we are here to show you the path. It's up to you whether you want to walk the path. And we have a lot of people from across the country, across the globe. We have Divanshi from Germany, Saman from Pakistan. Wonderful. So, everybody, the first question which I asked you is, are you a fresher? And most of you replied yes. Now, the next question is, what do you think? Is being a fresher an advantage or a disadvantage? Let's look at that. Do you think being a fresher in the industry is a disadvantage or an advantage? Okay, so in the meanwhile, we'll keep seeing some questions. We'll try our best to answer, but you know, there's a lot of you and only two of us to answer. We'll try our best to answer, right? So tell me, guys, we are at the cusp of a revolution today in the biotech and pharma industry, but still the freshers are not being given chances. So question is, as a fresher, do you think you are at an advantage or a disadvantage? Okay, mixed answers. Sushita says disadvantage, Niyati says advantage. Okay, Satyam says advantage. Suchita says both. Wonderful. Divanshi, advantage. Okay, so we are getting mixed responses, right? Neutral. Okay, nice. Neutral. Wonderful. Uzair from Pakistan. Wow, wow. Great. We are so humbled to have people from across the globe watching this live stream. And this is really great. Wow. Disadvantage. Okay, disadvantage. Well, so to answer that question, it's the way you look at it. Okay. So many students who are transitioning into the profession, like the biotech industry or pharma industry, the problem is we start looking at it as a disadvantage, right? And this gets fueled up the moment somebody makes a negative comment, right? And that is where it all begins. We all started thinking that, hey, I could not get campus placement. Hey, there are very less companies. Hey, there's a lot of competition. And hey, my seniors also didn't got placement. So probably this is a bad field. Probably it's a disadvantage to be a fresher and it's very difficult to get into the industry, right? So today, I'm here to tell you that it is not a disadvantage. It's actually advantage, but you have to turn the table around. Okay. So, okay, Nigeria. Wow, great. So we have people from Zimbabwe, Nigeria, South Africa. Wow, I'm so humbled. Great. So, guys, let's look at this. If we, the people, start believing that there is no scope and no future in our industry, then probably the entire decision of pursuing a course or a degree in this field itself was wrong. Don't you agree? So, that's the mindset which we have to change first. Okay. And that is where I would like to bring in Neha ma'am. What's your take, ma'am? Is the mindset not a big enemy to our people when they are freshers and they think it is a disadvantage?
Yes, mindset it always plays a big role. When you have already so initially in Hindi we say hathiyar dal dena. So if we without fighting, if we start doing that, right? So what happens is at the end you will not get the result, the desired result, right? Now life sciences being a knowledge intensive field, you have to be on toes to actually learn the knowledge. It is a science, it's a dynamic science, it's not a static science. It's changing every day and every night. There are a lot of research papers coming in, a lot of research going on. So we cannot stick to the core basic information, right? You have to upgrade, you have to upskill, you have to be up to date, right? And apart from that, you cannot just have the life uh, style of the 9 to 5 lifestyle, right? You have to put down, put your boots, and you have to be into that. I mean, think it as a marathon, and you have to be ready to actually run it for the 16, 18 kilometers. You should not just put it down just after running, say, 100 meters. Yes, I won the race. It's not like that. So it's something very much knowledge intensive. So initially itself, if you start thinking that, okay, there is nothing, I'll not get a job or something of that sort, I don't want to come out of my comfort zone. So certainly, it's a difficult field to be in, right? But yes, and any field, it's not like that. Only life sciences is like that. There are all hell lot of other fields wherein people choose to change their domain, choose to change their entire 17 to 18 years, the degree which they have attained. They change it because they have not been into it, right, with their heart. So yes, you have to be there and you have to follow your passion. You have taken a decision and you have to prove that this decision is right. Right. You should not just bend down, right? And for that, as I say, you have to upskill, upgrade, update. So there are a lot of techniques available, a lot of opportunities available. The labs, they are opening up arms to actually make you learn a lot of techniques. Then Biotechnica is there as a buddy. So we are 24/7. You can just log in and we are there for you, right? So our online presence is like that. You think of a question and the question is already answered by Biotechnica somewhere, whether on YouTube, live, anywhere, right? So
Right.
yes, do not just take it as a failure. Initially itself in your mind, it's a mental game, and you have to be mentally very strong. Yes, over to you, Shekhar.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So rightly said by Neha, ma'am. Now, if you look at closely what ma'am just said, if you give up, then there's nothing which we can do. So let's check out on our audience. Are you there to fight for your right in the biotech industry? So type fight in the chat box. If you're here to give up, then type give up in the chat box. Let's see how many of you are here to fight and become a big scientist, a senior, successful person in the biotech industry. Are you here to fight or to give up? Let's check with the audience. Just type in the chat box fight or give up, FIGHT, and give up? Which one you will choose? Are you here to fight? Yes, fight. Of course, fight. Wonderful. That's the point I wanted to make. As a fresher, you have a lot of energy, my dear friend. But that energy has to be channeled into the right direction. If that is not being channeled in the right direction, then imagine where you will lead to a disaster, right? And like ma'am said, first take the decision and make it right. That was said by Ratan Tata, right? Ratan Tata is a very big entrepreneur in India. First, make the decision and then make it right. Right? So you have already made the decision, which was pursuing a biotech degree. There's no point in going back and thinking I did a mistake. Instead, build on the top of it. Okay? So that's the positive attitude, guys. We are here to fight. We are here to fight for our right to become a senior expert in our industry. But now the question is, how can I do it? The second question is, how can I do it faster, right? So as I have promised earlier, this is going to be a live case study session where I and Neha come jointly, okay? A bit about both of us. So Neha ma'am and I started Biotechnica in the year of 2006. I was 19 and she was, for ladies, I cannot disclose the age. So yeah, we were just getting started with her career, okay? She's just, my elder sister and my mentor, my guru, and we both started Biotechnica to bridge the gap in between academia and industry. We found out that even though the industry has the right job, the colleges are producing misfits because college is only interested in making money, minting money out of you. They're not here to give you the right crux of the matter. So we felt that to make you all employable, you have to do certain things. And over a period of several years, we worked on it, right? So today I'm going to disclose all of that. Devika, what you mentioned, energy is there, but no opportunity. That is going to change, my dear friend, in today's live stream. Okay, so stay tuned while I explain to you bit by bit and everything in detail. Okay, now let us look at the first aspect. So, okay, we all agree that we are here to fight. But now, like I said, Shekhar sir, you promised me to show some case studies, right? So here I want to share a case study with you. Okay, so I'll share my screen. Please have a look at this screen if you can see on your screen right now. Can you see? Let's check if you can see my screen. Yes, you can see my screen. So as you can see here, this is Kakali Ghoshal. Okay. Today, she is a senior cell and molecular biologist in Nashville, Tennessee, USA. Right? So now she has she started as a research assistant in Bose Institute. Okay. Then she did her PhD in University of Calcutta. Then postdoc researcher in University of Maryland. And then she is now working as a staff scientist in Vanderbilt University Medical Center. So how many years it took her from here to here? 2012 to 2023. So exactly, roughly around 10 years, correct? Around 10 years, she has transitioned from a research assistant to a staff scientist, a senior scientist here, right? So now I would like to show this particular tab with all of you. I hope you can see here. Can you see November 25th, 2011? If you can see here, can you see my screen, guys? November 25th, 2011, Kakali Ghoshal has shared her tips. She had qualified GATE exam with us, okay, and her rank in GATE was 44, and then this is her interview. So that era was not of course, videos. So we had this interview, textual interview, where this is how she looked then. You can see here, right? Now this girl is exactly the same girl you're looking here, right? 2011, she joins Biotechnica. 10 years from today, 10 years ago, and today she's a senior scientist in USA. So how this magic happened? Did this magic happen overnight? My question to you, do you think this magic happened overnight? I'm asking you a question. Tell me, do you think this magic happened overnight? No, it took 10 years, right? Absolutely no. It didn't take 10 years. I mean, like 2 years or 3 years. It took 10 years, right? But my question to you is, how can we make it in 3 years or 7 years or 5 years, right? That's the question which we are going to answer. So see, success doesn't come overnight. You have to always compare 10 years chunks, like where I was 10 years ago and where I am today, right? That only signifies your progress. So as freshers, we live in the present, okay, which is not bad, right, ma'am? Living in the present is not bad. I'm sure ma'am will agree to. But
Yeah.
at the same time, guys, you have to always compare in chunks of 10 years, right? Where were you 10 years ago? Were you a biotech scientist or biotech professional? No. Today you are. 10 years from today, if you consistently work in that direction, you can get there. But today's secret will actually make it faster, even maybe in 5 years or 3 years also. It's possible. Ma'am, would you like to add some thoughts about Kakali Ghoshal? She was your student, and in 2011 you
Yes.
have taught her. Yeah,
Yes. Yes. She was a bright student, actually very focused. The first character of a good student is you need to be focused. You need to know where exactly you have to uh, uh, point your entire focus onto, right? And along with the Kakali Ghoshal, I would like to add one more point that day before yesterday, I interviewed one girl and she was from Odisha and she was in masters and she's doing one project also and she wanted to join us for coaching. And she told me, I said that you are doing two things together and then you'll join coaching also. So how you will manage all the three? And she said, ma'am, we have 24 hours. If 6 hours I spend in college, 3 hours I spend on my project, 8 hours I will sleep, and remaining what I will do? So remaining I will give it to Biotechnica, na? And I was like surprised, right? So I remembered Kakali during that time that I had a student long back and she was actually that much focused. Yes. And
right,
I always used to just say that line also to all of you that do not make a timetable for studies, rather just study all the time and take out some half an hour and finish your stuff, whatever. I mean, either you have to take bath, you have to brush your teeth, or you have to eat, or whatever. So if you do it for 2 3 months, certainly you will clear an exam of national repute, and that will not help you only on the in your career front. Rather, it will help you a lot. Right? You will actually land up somewhere, not anywhere. Like today, I checked out Wits Pilani website, and there they have this collaboration with one Australian university, right? Wherein they need CSIR net qualification, right? To apply.
right,
So can you imagine that you will get a chance to work in Australia if you get selected into that program, right? How
right,
amazing and cool is that? And
right,
once you work over there, you'll get exposed to not only national level research but international level research. So you can understand that yes, how this will help you. So similarly, Kakali also was doing that, and and she was in touch, right? And all the time she was in touch with Shekhar sir, and he is truly a
today
good and great mentor. Yes, he is a truly great mentor. I was a teacher, but he is a great mentor. So he mentored and he showed the path. And then not only Kakali, I have a lot of other students also, but I'll not put their names in public domain, right? And they got placed. But yes, when you start thinking in just when you have a very narrow lens, certainly you will just see that part of it, right? Like right now, my camera is just focusing on me, so I look big than the entire of the room. But actually, in actual part, the entire room is much bigger than me, right? Yeah.
right.
So same way,
Very
when we look at a problem, we look at that problem with the minutest lens, and we make that problem so big that it just takes over us, right? It just takes over
right,
us, and then we stop doing the right thing which we are supposed to do, right? So that is
right.
what you have to aim at, and that is what anybody who is actually have gone ahead in their career, they have done that, right? So
Mhm.
right thing at the right time
We have
with the correct mindset will help you a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have a very interesting comment over here from Vipin Kumar Dikshit, and he says the opportunity is very limited, and he says that I have done medical biotechnology, and uh, I am into sales now. Right now, there are two things which exactly I wanted to come to this quickly, because I know a lot of people will say opportunities are limited. Now, if I say, guys, I want a biotech job in Satna, which is a Small city in Madhya Pradesh, can I get a biotech job in Satna? Tell me. I
No,
cannot,
not.
right? Exactly. The same way, guys, you have to know that the biotech industry exists in pockets. Okay. What are those pockets across the world? You can always Google and find out. You can always check on Biotechnic also. We have mentioned that several times. So if you are not in that pocket, you will lose out on the opportunities. That's the first point. The second point is, as a biotech professional, if you want a job only in your city, only in your country, then you're self-limiting your potential, nobody else. For biotechnology and pharma, the whole world is the canvas. Let me ask you a question. When COVID came, it came everywhere, right? It was not limited to only China, right? So when the world is the canvas, you can paint anywhere. You can choose your city. Now, most of the students, they want to stay in the comfort zone, that I was born in my city, so I should work in my city, or I should get a job in my city. Then, my dear friend, biotechnology cannot help you. But if you are like, okay, wherever I'll get opportunity, I will go, then you are going to crack it. Yes. So now, because I'm getting some, yes, Priya, we do have direct placement in Biotechnica now for biotechnology students and freshers, which we'll come, which are going, which we'll come to at the end. But now, for now, let me show you some more examples. Okay. So for the people who say there is less opportunity, let's bring this up. So if you can see, this is Dr. Rohit Saluja. He is a very good friend of mine. So when I was building Biotechnica in 2008, he was a SRF. You can see that. He was a SRF in CDRI Lucknow, right? A fresher, right? JRF and SRF. And then he went ahead and he did his PhD, postdoc, and today he's placed in AIMS, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Bhopal. So now from 2005 to 2015, you can see 10 years, exact 10 years. So this is 2003, and somewhere around 2012, he got placed in Sweden. And I met him when he was in Sweden, actually, in 2009. And now that you can see, he's placed in AIMS, Bhopal, right? So basically, you will always find, okay, my screen is not visible. Let me show you here. Yeah, so I hope you can see my screen here now. So guys, if you can look here, please have a look here. Dr. Rohit Saluja, okay, he joined me. He was one of the original, like the oldest Biotechnica subscriber. 2008, he was working as a SRF in CDRI Lucknow, as you can see here. Okay, I hope my screen is visible now. Yes. Now, look what happened. He pursued his degree. In the next 10 years, he got into AIMS Bhopal, right? So now people, all good things take time. Nobody can do a magic, right? But definitely we can accelerate a bit, maybe 20%, 30%, up to 50%. But this is where it all gets to. Okay. Now let's look at some more examples. So I would like to share this screen now. Jesse. Now Jesse was working. He was a colleague at Biotechnica with me. He worked with me. So in 2014, like just 10 years ago, he was a lecturer in T. John College in Bangalore. Okay. And then he went on, and today he is a senior scientist at McMaster University. Right. So transition, you can see, believe in the process, pursue the process, you are going to get there. Right. Now, let me show you. You will say that, sir, all these guys are getting into US. What about India? Right. So let me show you here. Udyama J, she has not updated her LinkedIn actually. She is a HOD in a drug discovery company right now. She is so busy that she didn't get her, time to update her CV also in LinkedIn. But if you see here, Udyama was working with us 2009, right? Today, 14 years ago, she was working with us. Today, she is a HOD in drug discovery in one of the drug discovery companies in Chennai, right? So now you can say there was no opportunity for her. She's right here, just next to Bengaluru, right? If she can get there, if Kakali can get there, why can't you get there? Now, let me show you about this guy. So he pursued his name is Sajan Agrawal. Okay, he pursued his bachelor's BTech in one of the smallest colleges in Gujarat. Okay, and probably you would not have heard of that college also now. but then he cracked gate exam. He worked with us for some time, and then he went ahead and did his IIT MTech from IIT, and then Delft University of Technology. Today he's a bioprocess engineer in MSD, right? So I have so many of my students, my colleagues who are working in various part of the country and the world. Let me show you an example of Devbrat Sabat. So he worked with us. He was a subscriber. He was a GATE student actually, and then today he's a senior scientist in Kashiv Biosciences. Right. So he started his career in 2014 in National Institute of Technology, Rourkela, as a project assistant, a fresher. Right. Just like you. So he could get there. Right. So if he can get there, why can't you? So the people who are saying that it is very tough, it is very difficult, it is not. It is just that you have to pursue the process. Believe and you are halfway there, and then execute and you are completely there. If you feel that it is extremely difficult, then how Debrat got there? If you say that it is extremely difficult, then how Rohit got there? If you say that it is extremely difficult, then how Jesse got there? If you say extremely difficult, then how Udyama became HOD in drug discovery company? Now, here is a government job, right? Dr. Venkat Sudhakar, he's a very good friend of mine. He's a founding partner of Biotechnica. He founded Biotechnica along with me. You can see his photo here. I hope you can see my screen. He's working in the government, right? NIRRH. He is a senior scientist over there, and he's working on stem cells right now, right? So this is NIRRH website. You can see directly. If you search for him, you'll find him there. But he was just a research associate in CCMB. Okay, let me just show you his profile. You can see Venkat Sudhakar, scientist, D Genetic Research Center, ICMR, NRRCH, right? Today, he trains the doctors. He's so senior that he will go and train the doctors. But where was he in 2008? Right, 2010, when he's one of the founding partners at Biotechnica. He was doing his MSc just like you. So the non-believers will always come and tell you that no, there's nothing which is going to happen. It is not going to work. There is no vacancy. There is no scope. But guys, you have to wait for the right opportunity. That's very important. Now, how do you get the right opportunity? I'm going to come to that. So people who are saying that there is no scope and no opportunity, yes, there is. Okay. Now, let me answer that question. How can I get it faster? Right? So my question to all of you before I get there faster, okay? So the question is how to get there faster. I'm going to come to that. My question to all of you is, if these guys, these live examples and case studies which I did just now, my question to you is, if they can do it, theoretically, why can't you do it? Can you do it? Yes or a no? Tell me. Theoretically, is it possible? Yes, it is, right? Practically, whatever you are saying that, okay, there's a problem, vacancy, limited, all of that, we are going to talk. Okay, but theoretically, is it possible? Answer that question. Yes, exactly. It is. Now, the question which some students are asking, is it mandatory to do a PhD? No, it's not. Sajan Agarwal is not a PhD. He's just a MTech, right? So, but he's a bioprocess engineer. Just now I showed you, right? You don't need a PhD, but if you have it, good enough. But sometimes it can actually lead to overqualification. So it's not that, okay, you really need a PhD. Theoretically, it is possible. Now we'll come to that part where we are going to accelerate this process. Okay. Now, Biotechnica has been in the market for last 17 years. Okay. So let me put all these points one by one, right? So Neha ma'am, we started 2006. Would you like to share how it all started? Right, 17 years ago, we started Biotechnica, right? Would
Yeah.
you like to share some memories with them?
Yes.
Then we, yeah,
Yes, we were quite small and young, but yes, with lot of energy and right perspective. We know that yes, if we start right now, somewhere we will land. And there is a very good saying by Shekhar sir: "You need to start from A, then only you will reach Z." And he had
right,
written that line on the office wall. I mean, the proposed office wall which we had, right? And we actually started it, and by looking at it, we got motivated every now and then. Whenever there was a downtime, we used to look at it. Yes, we are actually where exactly we started, and from there till today, yes, we are somewhere. So we are on the path and journey, and till now we are onto that. right? So it all started with a small kind of a job search, that what kind of job is available in the market. And then there we found out that there are a lot of things which we as a student were lacking. And it was
Right.
not on the degree part only. There were soft skills, there were technical skills, there were the computer skills which we were lacking, right? And for a job, you need these small skills also along with the degree. So if you do not have those, you come with the degree, you come with the bestest qualification also, certainly you will not be looked upon, right? You will be just left out, right?
Very
So
true.
you need to have that extra thing, then only you will land up in a good job, because anybody
Right.
will not be able to work with you if they have to teach you everything from scratch. How to open a laptop, how to switch on the camera, or how to start a webinar or something. You have to learn it, right? You have to learn it. They'll guide you once and twice. Yes, you have to learn it. So you have to be a kind of a quick learner, right? So for that, and apart from that, as I said, that every day there are new things emerging, challenges are coming up, and new opportunities are coming. So you have to upskill, right? You have to add a lot of things. So only degree will not help you. You need to add a lot of it, and that is what we also did. We started small. We started with the two or five of us, and then slowly and slowly we built a team. And right now you can see the number of biotech subscribers, right?
Right. So just to put a
And there are a
number
lot
in.
of stories. Shekhar sir is a good storyteller. So I'll pass on the baton to Shekhar sir. He will tell
Thank you.
you more about it. Yeah.
Thank you. So we are midway here, and guys, you can look at it. 17 years ago, when we started, there was not even a single proper biotech startup. We could just count the biotech startups in our country or across the globe. But today, you will be amazed to know that globally there are 5,000 plus biotech startups. Okay, just today there is a news which I'm sure none of you would have heard of, is that there is a generative AI in drug discovery startup started by the founder of Moderna. Okay, and on the day one, today only it got started, and investors have invested $1 billion. The valuation of the company is $1 billion, right? So there is an AI company, drug discovery company, started by a Moderna founder, right? Newman is his name, and that is where it is getting to $1 billion valuation. So why is it that while the companies are getting to $1 billion, my freshers are struggling, right? So to answer that question, I would like to share some insights. Now, please note down if you have a pen and paper. If you don't have, probably make notes somewhere in your mobile or something. Okay. The first thing is your network. So, people who are attending me from LinkedIn, you're at the right place, but networking is very crucial. Okay. Now, the second thing is personal branding. If you don't brand yourself as the right guy, people are not going to give you the job. Okay, and stop crying that you're a fresher. Instead, gain experience. How do you gain experience? Volunteer, beg, borrow, steal, get a job, or get into some company as an intern, unpaid or paid, or you pay, doesn't matter, but do that internship. Add as many certifications as you can. Okay, and then go ahead and do something important in your industry, like publishing a paper or participating in some paper, or some win some awards. These are the small things. Next point, get recommended. Okay, get references. Very important. Get recommended, get references. Now you will be like, nobody is referring me because I'm a fresher. You are a fresher because you're thinking you're a fresher. You're not. All you have to do is network with the right set of people. Okay, and that is where I and Biotechnica and Neha ma'am comes into picture. Over past several years, we have perfected the art of networking. Okay, we have perfected the art of networking, and that's exactly which I'm going to teach my students globally. Whether you are in India or out of India, doesn't matter. I'm going to train you on networking. I'm going to train you how to grab a job while you sit in the comfort of your bedroom. And we've included this in Crick Star Scholarship Program. Okay, more about that a little later. But for now, what I'm trying to tell you is you need references, you need recommendations. You don't need just LinkedIn recommendations. You need a lot of recommendation letters, because when you are sitting in front of the interviewer, you produce that and you see how fast you get a job. So these are a few pointers which I wanted to share. Now, how exactly Biotechnica is going to help all of you? Okay, So let me share my screen now, and hopefully if everything goes well, I'm just trying to show you my WhatsApp. Okay, so I hope all of you can see my WhatsApp. So this is my WhatsApp and this is iBiome. So you can see iBiome has 11 groups. iBiome is just for India. We have globally also many similar groups. You can see Tamil Nadu biotech startups, Bangalore biotech startups, Pune biotech startups, right? A lot of startups here, right? Now, let's just quickly go back and let me just open this announcements. And you see here how many people are there in this, right? So let me just bring that up for you. So there is 664 companies which is participating in just the iBiome startup. Can you believe that? 664. So you can see the screen here. Can you see here? It's mentioned 664. 664 CEOs and biotech founders are right here in front of me. In fact, the person who you're seeing on the screen, Dr. Manish Paul, he is one of the first founders of the only antibiotic ever produced in India. Okay, he is one of the first discovery makers, right? So just imagine, I have contacts with these 664 biotech CEOs just in India. Now, globally, I have 5,000 plus contacts in various biotech and pharma companies. And we are going to utilize our contact to build your contact. So I'm not going to say, okay, let me place you there. I will build your contact so that you can yourself get placed. And that's exactly what we're going to do in Crickstar Scholarship Program. Okay. Now, like I said, the first thing you require, right, is referrals and recommendations. Okay. You need personal branding. You need the art of networking, right? And then you need a lot of hand holding, coaching, certifications, and a lot of skill gap which has to be reduced. For example, if you are a scientist who want to get into the industry and you don't know downstream processing, if you don't know upstream, you don't know the fermentation, how a lab scale or industry scale fermenter works, when you will sit in front of the interviewer or the scientist, he will not discuss this. Do you think so? He will, right? So these are the things which you guys have to pursue. Now, we, along with many of our partners, let me just tell you, Biotechnica has partnered with 18 biotech companies for Crickstar Scholarship Program. Okay, so we are going to provide scholarship to talented individuals, and more details about that can be seen at this link, which I will just quickly type here for all of you. If in case you are interested to apply, please do apply. And Neha ma'am and I are conducting the interviews, and it is crickstar.biotechnica.org. If you can see here, I hope the spelling is right. Correct, Neha ma'am? Is it right? Hopefully so, right? So this is the mantra to reduce the time gap from 10 years to 5 years. We are going to take the responsibility for your career, and we are going to work together with you, and we're going to place you in the industry. Like I just showed you iBiome. There are many such groups which I am a part of on WhatsApp. I have to just push your CV. But if I just push your CV that, okay, this person is a fresher, they're not going to discuss. But instead, first I groom you, first I train you, first I make you industry ready, and then I push there, your chances of getting recruited is faster. And that is what in Crickstar Scholarship we are saying. We are going to provide you the placement assistance and interview guarantee. Minimum 10 companies I'll be able to give you interview opportunities also. Now you get selected, it's up to you, but definitely since I have trained you, your chances of getting selected is high. Now in the meanwhile, we have some questions. Let's look at that. Sometimes there are a number of courses and internship options, but limited time. So how to choose the most worthy one? Okay, nice question, Gitanshi. Thank you so much for asking this question. Now, let's say it. There is less time, so prioritize. Find out which is your area of interest. In that direction, you should move on, right? So, ma'am, I think you should answer this because you have a lot of experience in training students. Please help Gitanshi on this.
Yes. So first of all, you have to choose the area of interest, as Shekhar sir said. You have to sort out, like by the name itself, you can make out if you are interested in molecular biology techniques. So go ahead with that. If you are interested in bioinformatics, so shortlist all of them and then choose the basic one, right, which you can easily understand, right, the understandable. thing. And once you get started, you actually will, over the period of time, you'll actually develop a passion for it, right? So you'll know, okay, fine, which course to go for the next thing, right? Do not take up courses just for the certificates, because actually that is what is happening. If you're taking up just the courses for the certificates, then those certificates will also not matter, right? So find out the right course first initially to get started with, and then go ahead. Right. One
Very
thing
true.
is that, and as there are, as you said, that there are, say, for example, 100 courses. So molecular biology courses will be 10. So out of 10, you start one, then go to the second course, then go to the third course. So in a month, you'll be actually able to finish up, say, 4 to 5 courses, and you will actually upskill your knowledge, and there will be an upgradation. And as Biotechnic always keeps on coming up with the scholarship scheme, wherein we expose our students to labs. So there are a lot of students who actually have worked in IISc, and you can understand that IISc interviews are the toughest interviews which we have in your domain, right? 6 to 7 rounds, and you don't crack after fourth, third, or fourth, right? And they are opening arms, and they are opening their labs to you, and you go there, work there, understand the culture, the mentality. Certainly, you will be selected, right? I was doing a training in one of the lab, and the professor over there said, once you qualify your net, please contact me back, right? So there are people who actually will tell you this, right? So always you have to be what you say upgraded with the latest information, the latest knowledge, and for that, start with something. Do not just, okay, fine. Right now, my MSc exams are going on. Okay, right now my CSR exam has come up. No, I will not do that. Just continue with something that will give you a kind of a freshness to your studies. You'll not stay as a stale person over there, right? Over to you,
Right.
Shekhar, sir, if you
Thank
want
you
to add something.
for those
Yeah.
pointers. So now quickly we'll take up some questions because we are getting very important questions from our audience. So I think now is the time to let's take that also. Even though I have a plethora of information to share, but probably if I answer those questions, it'll happen. So let's look at the first question. Okay, I'm going to go random because there are a lot of questions. So first question is Ashi Barwal. Does the biotech industry prefer BTech and MTech over MSc? No, there's no such thing. They prefer experienced candidates over the freshers. That's a truth. But how to get the experience, that part I'll train you. In Kickstart Scholarship, I'm going to give you the experience part. Now, another aspect is for some engineering processes, yes, they may prefer, but there's no such discrimination. Now, a very interesting question from Smithy. She says that no one is responding on LinkedIn. Like, I'll give you answer to this. Like, I'm on LinkedIn. If you randomly message me, do you think I will reply to you? Probably not. Right? Since I'm CEO of Biotechnica, it's my job to reply. So definitely I will. But most of them are very busy people. If a scientist who is busy discovering antibiotic, do you think he will visit LinkedIn also? He may visit once a month, right? So what you have to do is you have to do your personal branding in such a way that the day you send a request and the day you send a message, people pay attention, right? I'll tell you a story of Ananya. She is a fresher, okay? So she's a fresher, but I know her, right? And any day, if there is a vacancy in Biotechnic or any of my contacts in the other companies, I'll definitely recommend her because she has done excellent personal branding, right? So personal branding is very important, Smithy. That's the answer to your question. Now, okay, lack of lab experience. So that is where I would like to share my screen once again. Okay, you lack lab experience because you don't take lab experience, but lab experience exists. For example, please look at this. In the next 15 days, CEO and CSOs of various biotech companies are going to come on Biotechnica's platform and train you. But you'll be like, no, this is costly. Let's not take it, right? If $10 feels say $1, like $10 costs you too much, like $10 is too much, then imagine how big it will be the cost if you are not investing in your career. Do you know the first lady here, she has got 35 years of experience after a postdoc, okay, in Washington University, okay, and her company is incubated in IISc, Indian Institute of Science. The name of the lab is Protein Design Private Limited, right? The second one you're seeing, this is Mr. Dr. Avinash, if you can see here, Dr. Avinash Mishra. He's an IIT guy, started a computational biology company in Gurgaon, and now he is going to conduct this exclusive live session for all of you. Okay, so this is exclusive live session, 7 days on computational drug design, right? The next one which we are seeing is a one-day workshop on synthetic biology where people from Stanford are coming to talk to you, right? The next one, what you're seeing here is a workshop, a 2 days lab scale fermentation workshop at Biozine. Now you should know Biozine is the largest seller of fermenters in the entire India. So if you're getting a chance to get trained under them, that the certificate and the knowledge carries a lot of value. And then you have the Bioinformatics Global Research Online Internship, which we are conducting at Biotechnica using 30 plus computational tools. So imagine what all things you can learn here. So, okay, agreed that we have a great bouquet of courses and live cohorts and events coming up. But will it help you? That is where Crickstar Scholarship comes into picture. We have seen that even though students pursue all of these courses, like ma'am said, ma'am was very right in saying that you are too busy, collecting certificates. That's not going to help. You are here to build your reputation, okay? Certificates don't build reputation. You have to build your reputation. And certificates are just a proof, but the knowledge builds your reputation over a period of time. And that is what we are planning to accelerate under Crickstar Scholarship Program. Right. So some more questions, ma'am. Over to you if you would like to answer. Sir, to go abroad for PhD, having publications are mandatory. Over to you, Neha, ma'am.
No, it is not. No, it is not always mandatory. But yes, if you have publications, certainly that will help you, right? I would like to take up one question, which was that there was this girl, sorry, I don't remember the name of the student, and she said that she had cleared CSIR and she has, Kashish Goyal, she's a gold medalist, and she has got great scores in the degree, but didn't got a single job. Kashish, sorry to undermine your talent, but I'll give one example at Biotechnica itself. We were expanding our arms at Biotechnica in 2010, I'm talking about, and there was this girl landed up in our office, second ranked CSR net GRF, right? And I asked her that why didn't you go for your PhD? And she said, no, I want to do teaching, and Biotechnica is a great platform. I followed it in this and that. And since she was the second rank, I said, okay, fine, I'll train you under my guidance and I'll train you how to teach, how to take classes, how to make the student clear exam, and all those things happened. So 5 days she was coming to office, she was doing her job. 6th day she vanished. Right? She didn't come back. Okay. 7th day she didn't come back. And we were waiting. And then 8th day when she came back, I said, what happened? And she said, I shifted here. So for 2 days, she didn't inform us. Right. And she was a second rank JRF. She thought that this is a coaching institute. How can they throw me away? Right. I'm a second rank holder, right? They will they will say something and then they will not ask me to leave. And I said, no, please. If you do not respect the organization, let's not join hands together. Right. So that was just an example. I don't want to undermine your talent, Kashish, over here. I'm just saying that she didn't had the soft skill which was needed, the soft kind of personal touch which was needed, that she would have just dropped an SMS in the morning itself that I cannot come because I had this thing and I forgot to mention it that a day before, or say 5 days before, or 7 days before when I joined you, right? She would have got the job and she would have done with a great career, right? She would have got kick started over there, but she was a fresher and she remained a fresher. I don't know what happened next to her, right after that to her. But yes, the soft skill, it's something which will help you go that extra mile, right?
Right,
You
right,
keep on doing the right work at the right time at the right job, right? Okay.
right.
So
I think I can
yeah,
summarize it this way, ma'am, that see, even though
yeah.
you are extremely talented and you have all the right things in one line,
Mhm,
but still
mhm.
there is something which industry looks forward to, and that is, are you manageable enough? Right. So
Yes,
if the
yeah,
industry feels they can manage you, then only they'll hire you. See, they're not looking for
yes.
extremely talented people. They are looking for extremely manageable people who can automate the
Exactly.
process, who do not become a headache to them. So this
Exactly.
is where you have to look at the soft skills, interpersonal skills,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
probably you are the right candidate, Kashish, for the Crickstar scholarship, 100% scholarship. You should apply, and probably we can meet and we can discuss this in detail, right? So let's come quickly to the other questions which we have, because we have last 10 minutes. So, ma'am, one question was there: does Biotechnica have courses for freshers? Yes, we don't discriminate. Okay, so we absolutely do not discriminate. We have courses for everybody, and I think
Yes.
Madhuri Lele was asking that question. Right. So, next question is from Ashwin. How can a biologist with no prior experience in programming learn programming? Ma'am, over to you.
See, anything starts from scratch. So when programming, the programmer will teach you, he or she will start from scratch. So do not uh, undermine your talent as well as the talent of the teacher, right? They have done great with a lot of other students. You know English, you can learn, you know the language, you can talk, you can share your thoughts, you can understand what the teacher is teaching. But yes, some technical terms and terminologies will be there which you have to grasp, comprehend. So that is the bigger part. But yes, look at the reward what it will give you. It will give you an extra upper hand, which actually most of people they don't have. If you look at Shekhar sir, he has got great interpersonal skill and a great programming skill. He is a core biologist, right? But he has the kind of skill set he brings on the table, and that is what has made him a CEO, right? And we keep on following him for a lot of other advices also in office, not only the office related issues, but yes, there are a lot of other things. So I gave you this example. Reason being, our teachers are not only will help you in understanding the language, understanding the course, but rather they will help you in making you familiar with it, right? And will grab your hand to actually make you go there, right? It will always start from scratch, and then they will just hold your hand and give you a good start, and then will help you reach the upper level of the technique, right? So don't worry about it. Yeah.
So, guys, here is a point which I think I would like to add with what Neham said. See, initially everything looks tough. When I started programming, it was like hell. Like, how do you do this? I don't understand. Like, it's all foreign to me. It's all alien. But slowly, it all starts coming to you as poems. So don't think that you can't do it. Think, how can you do it? Right, start breaking down those steps. Take a pen and paper, write down how can you make it happen, right? And invest 1% of your time every day in improving yourself. Okay, what is 1% of time every day? Tell me. So out of 24 hours, if you can spend 24 minutes in improvising yourself, you'll be a different person next year. It's truth.
Yeah.
And that's what we insist at Biotechnic, and that is why we have the Crickstar scholarship. And students who are extremely talented, if they feel they can grab a 100% scholarship, you're most welcome. And for others, we already always have a lot of other options also which you can go for. Now, let's look at some more questions which is coming in. So Ashwini, okay, this question has been taken. Sanjana, sir, the course and all certifications are helpful, but how to manage the finances? I already paid such a huge amount of fees to the college and then all these expensive skill development courses. Exactly, Sanjana. Very interesting and important question here. Now, let's look at the first part. Your college took a heavy fees, but what did they deliver to you? Is a paper degree. That degree does not carry any weightage because everyone else has it. Okay. So let's put it this way. See, you have to understand that the economy, okay, the economy where you live in is a capitalist economy, right? So if you're living in a capitalist economy, it is demand and supply. Recently, what was the price of tomato in India? It was 150 rupees, right? But now it has gone down to 10 rupees. Nobody is buying also. So it's all demand and supply. So when there is a lot of demand and less supply, your price will go up. So your demand of your degree will go up. But sadly, the colleges just printed degrees like anything and handed it over to you. So today there are a lot of biotechnologists and less number of jobs. And that is the real problem. So the biotech company are spoiled for choice. They can offer you a job at 8,000 rupees also, and you'll be like, 8,000? That's too less. Correct. So I'm sure for the international audience, I hope you understand that's lesser money for the skills which you have. So that is where, my dear friend, Biotechnica comes into picture. See, the courses which we are offering are not costly. You can always apply for a scholarship and get up to 100% scholarship, right? We have slots for 100% scholarship, 90%, 50%, 80%, and 25%. So we have various slots depending on how good you are, right? So if you come to me and say, sir, I am a poor person, give me 100% scholarship, I won't do that. You must be talented enough. I'll definitely give. So that's how we have planned and designed our scholarship, so that each person doesn't suffer. And you have to remember this, that financial success is not the real success. Professional success is the real success. Professional success will definitely bring financial success. Do you think Jennifer Doudna has to live by salaries? Do you think Nubar Afian needs to even think about his salary? No. Do you think Kiran Majumdar Shaw has to think about her career now? No, they're done with that. So guys, you have to think about it in those terms, right? You plan it that way, you achieve it that way. Okay, last 5 minutes. Let's look at some more question. My name is Monica Gupta. I've already completed BTech and MSc Biotechnology, but since I haven't got a job in biotechnology field, Monica, please apply for the Crickstar scholarship. I'll personally guide you on that, right? So Madhuri, can you please tell me that there are any online courses available at Biotechnica after MSc Microbiology? Oh, yes. We do have a lot of QA/QC, a lot of industry, scopic, industry-oriented, industry-centric courses. And I think you should apply for the Crickstar scholarship. That will help you, okay? Now, let's look at the next one, which we have. I believe everyone does take up courses and go an extra mile for their achievements. However, the main concerns at times is how to showcase it appropriately during interview. Very good. Correct answer. So you look at this, guys. Personal branding. One of the oldest video on Biotechnica's YouTube channel, if you see, is a place where I was giving a talk in Oxford College in Oxford on personal branding, right? So personal branding in networking is very important. Even though you have everything, if you can't tell it to the world, जो दिखता है वही बिकता है. Whatever is visible will sell. So you have to brand it in such a way that even if you don't say, the person will get to know about you. And that is personal branding. That is networking, which you have to do to stand out of the crowd, right? Next one, Astik Priya. Is there a teaching program from Biotechnica for freshers under the guidance of experienced teacher? Astik, yes, we have. And also Biocon Academy has. So both of us have this faculty development program. And one of the guru of me, Neha ma'am's guru. So me and Neha ma'am's guru, her name is Dr. Pratima Khandelwal. Even she has faculty development programs. So you have three options: Biotechnica, Dr. Pratima Khandelwal's company, as well as Biocon Academy. You can choose any of us and take that. And definitely that will help you. Okay. Next one is Adesh. If I get enrolled into the Raftar batch today, I could not qualify in December wala exam. Would the benefits get extended for 6 more months? Of course, and that's the guarantee. We know that you will qualify, and if you don't, I'll give you a free extra 6 months classes. Don't worry about that. Okay. Is there any course for NGS, Payal Mishra? Yes, we have. We have hands-on as well as online, both courses. So if you can't come to Bangalore or Kolkata, in Kolkata, we have a tie-up with SHRM Biotech. In Delhi, we have a tie-up with Foresight Biotech. And in Bangalore, we have Protein Design Private Limited. These are the three labs where exclusively we are providing the NGS training. But if you cannot come, you can always attend it online. Next question is from Mukesh Singh. Please explain about BCIL industrial training. So BCIL industrial training, the notification comes once a year. You have to apply. If you get selected, then they will give you a stipend. You have to pay probably something initially. And then in BCIL certified labs, you get to work for 6 months, and then they'll give you a certificate. This is what is the entire process. And for all of these updates globally, as well as in India, you have only one place to go. That is biotechnica.org. So if you happen to be from India, then you can go to this link, which I'm showing on the screen right now. This is for Indian students, Indian subscribers. And if you are in India or abroad, but you want to get jobs and opportunities across the globe, then the org changes to biotechnica.com, and that's the place where you can get. Okay. Now, next question, Rimi Rajshri. I have done my MSc and I'm a fresher student. Can I apply for Crickstar scholarship? Yes, my dear friend. We are accepting applications even from BSc first years also, because our aim is not your degree. Whether you qualified BSc or not, our aim is to help you. before you lose hope and faith, before you actually leave the field and go somewhere, I want to place you. That's my aim. That's Neha ma'am's aim. That's the entire aim of organization. So guys, this is biotechnica.com, where you can subscribe and the newsletters will start coming to you. Right. And next question is from Abhishek. Sir, please launch free certification courses. We are providing free certification courses under the Crickstar scholarship program. So if you apply and if you get selected, that is where you can get the free certification courses. So that's all about today's session. Now let me quickly, because we are out of time, share the screen with all of you so that you guys are aware of what exactly I was talking about all this while. We are here to accelerate. Okay, we are here to accelerate your teaching, your learning process, and your job process. So here is Crickstar Scholarship and Awards Program. Under this, we are providing you job placement. We will also give 4 students stipend of 10,000 rupees for 6 months. We are going to give you 4 types of internships: coaching, mentoring, hands-on training, as well as award. Okay, and this award will be given by a CEO in Bangalore, India. So all you have to do is click here to fill and apply and then submit your documents to us. If you are selected, then only. So under this, you can just scroll down and you can see all the details. Okay, and this is a 38 minutes video where I have explained everything. You can watch this. And then you will have support of these global mentors, 120 plus global mentors. And of course, a network of our teachers, hands-on training. And then this is the program which we are going to do. And then at the end, you can see the entire program brochure over here. Okay, so all of this is going to be there in Crickstar scholarship program. Now, my dear friend, here's a question to you. Do you want to stay a fresher forever? If the answer is yes, then God bless you. But if the answer is no, then keep trying. But if the answer is you want to do it faster, you want to achieve success faster, then apply for the Crickstar Scholarship Program, where we are going to revolutionize your career. And this is the first time in 17 years we are providing placement opportunities also to all of you. So that's all for now. Abhishek is saying that he is not getting the interview dates. That's right, Abhishek. You should know this, that we conduct only 5 interviews per day, and for the next 30 days, that means around 150 to 200 interviews we'll conduct. So others who are applying, they will not get interview dates unless somebody cancels. But do not worry, our team will conduct telephonic interview, and then according to that, once you submit your marks card, then they will do it. So the online interviews I and Neha ma'am are doing, but if you're not getting the interview dates, our team will contact you. Whether you are national or international, doesn't matter. We're going to contact you, and then we are going to conduct my team will conduct that particular interview for you on my behalf, and then select you or reject you, whichever it is, right? So that's all for now. Thank you so much for being there for me, being there for our live stream. I wish you all the best and keep shining, and let's meet and make your career shine better, much better and faster, shinier, so that any and every biotech companies forms a beeline and gets you placed in their company. So with these thoughts and blessings, thank you so much. Thank you, Neha ma'am, and everybody. See you soon in the next one. Till then, keep shining and bye-bye.